Right, hello lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where today we are continuing the theme of transfers, as I've done a bit of a scouting report this morning and compiled a list of the 6 players I'd want to see Celtic pursue and sign permanently in the summer, because I feel they could make a great impact on the squad. Before we go any further though, if you guys are enjoying the videos and want to support the channel, best way to do it is click the like button and subscribe button. There's also a membership option or donate option, but I don't suggest wasting your money on me at all. That's just there because YouTube puts it there, but is what it is. Best way to do it, click the like button, subscribe button. We're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers before Ange Ball returns, so that's that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So now the list has 6 players, and it only has 6 because I want to keep you guys interested, and I don't want to talk about 20 players I want to see Celtic sign in the space of 12 to 15 minutes. Also, I won't be doing a grand detailed scouting report on each player, like going in depth to the bone, because we already know a fair bit about some of them. And to add another twist, because why not, I'm placing a budget of £25 million, because factoring in the Champions League money, factoring in Chris Ayer's departure, Edouard's departure, Christie's departure, that's surely a fair amount of money for Ange to play with, even though it's more likely he'll only get 10 to 15 million pounds. But let's not waste any more time and get into it and get our lone boys off the list. It's Jota and Cameron Carter-Vickers. Both players have been crucial to Celtic's success this season. I really don't know where we'd finish in the league without them. Carter-Vickers, in my eyes, has been the best defender in the league, the one half of the best centre-back partnership in the league, and also, if not the best Celtic player this season. And to let him go and to not sign him permanently would be completely undoing all the work done this season in building that partnership with Starfelt, and also, creating that dominant force, which is Celtic's brick wall at the back. I've never felt this comfortable with a Celtic centre-back, ever. A lot of people compare the safety he brings and the solidity he brings at the back as to someone like Virgil van Dijk. So it's crucial we keep Carter-Vickers in a Celtic jersey next year. And as for Jota, we all know he's a Champions League caliber player. And with all the reports pointing to him staying, no contract has been signed yet, which is still why he's still a player that Celtic need to sign permanently. Arguably our best player in the final month of football. He's got the X factor. His game is incredible. He has that chemistry with his teammates. He has to sign the dotted line, because I don't want to be going back in the market, because I don't think we'll find another Jota on the market. I really don't. But that is 2 of the 6 players. Half our budget is gone. Cameron Carter-Vickers, £10 million roughly, we included add-ons. Jota, it's around £6.5 million. So add those together, that is £16.5 million out of the 25. So we're going to have to save a bit with the following players, but I understand why you have to spend these much on these players. Cameron Carter-Vickers, Jota, marquee signings, without a doubt. We have to break the bank just a tad for them. And also, guys, just a disclaimer, if I sound really awful, I'm very sick at the moment, so please forgive me. Regardless, next up, we have a free agent. Technically, he's a free agent within, 2 weeks. So, it is 26-year-old John Swift. Swift has been playing at Reading since leaving Chelsea's under-23s academy in 2016. Now, the fact a player of Swift's ability is off contract is absolutely ridiculous. He's primarily a box-to-box midfielder. He finished the season as Reading's top goal scorer with 13 goals. He has 11 assists as well, which was their top assister. And that is in 38 games in the Championship. Now, there has been some rumble about West Brom being interested and Reading offering him a new reduced wage contract to comply with EFL guidelines. But why should Celtic not take a stab at him? It would be a no-risk investment, as he would sign for free. And he's your typical creative midfielder. He has a wicked shot from outside the box. He is a dead ball specialist. And he's extremely adept in playing in tight spaces. He reminds me of an older, cooler-headed David Turnbull. But look, signing this guy for free is it would be a daylight robbery in my eyes for Celtic. He would add quality depth into the midfield. He has that versatility to play further up in the attacking midfield role, and it allows players around him the depth players around him to, also move to their more common positions, I think John Swift, 100% Celtic should make a move for him, that is just me, touching the surface of his capabilities. He is a real quality player without a doubt, and the fact we could get him for free, I don't see why not. Now, 3 players down, still only £16.5 million spent, so that is all right. Now, into the left-back spot, a position where there has been quite a bit of speculation into who Celtic want to fill that gap in within our depth in the left-back spot and to provide some competition for Greg Taylor. Is it Francisco Ortega or Mohamed Jeze? From what I read online, I get the picture that more of you would want to see Jeze in the Celtic jersey and Celtic to make a play with him. But I'm going to have to be the villain here. I'm sorry. I apologize for any of you who are going to absolutely, disagree with me in the comments. But I would rather see Francisco Ortega signed for Celtic. Mohamed, certainly the safer option, I'd say. But Ortega has this aura about him, this no-nonsense aura, especially in defense. And when it comes down to Ortega, I think he will make a much bigger impact at Celtic. He's also younger. I think he's younger, but he's still got the same level of talent as Jeze, which just means he has much more room to improve. Plus, he has this raw talent as well going forward. He's really, really got great footwork. He's got a wicked cross on him. I think give him 2 months in Ange's preseason training, just 2 months under Ange's guidance, he will become a star in Celtic starting left back. If you want to learn more about him, click the link above. Also, you can go into my channel and click the video that is titled "Who is Francisco Ortega and Why Celtic Want to Sign Him." I go very in depth with him there. But yeah, I think Ortega, without a doubt, is my front runner for Celtic's left back signing. So transfer market, they have him valued at roughly £3.5 million, and that will take us up to 4 summer signings for a combined total of £19 million. Now, the 5th player I'd like to see signed for Celtic is another centre-back. Now, with Julien expected to leave, it leaves us with hopefully Cameron Carter-Vickers and definitely Starfelt and Stevie Welsh. So I propose bringing in a centre-back with experience. Now, a lot of experience. I'm not talking, maybe 27 years old in the prime of career. I'm talking over 30 years old, but not to start, to serve hopefully as a backup to CCV and Starfelt. I'm looking at Shane Duffy. Jokes. I'm joking. Don't bite my head off. Never again am I going down the Shane Duffy path. Who I am looking at, though, is Romain Saiss, Wolves' 32-year-old centre-back whose contract is expiring, and, well, it will expire now at the end of the season, with himself confirming that his time at Wolves is most likely over. So why is Saiss so appealing to Celtic? And why do I want to see him in the green and white? Well, he has that experience with over 350 career games of football to his name. He is an experienced defender who would bring great depth and security to Celtic's backline. Now, the Moroccan international, he's also very versatile. He has the capability to play further up the field in the centre defensive mid-role, and that would provide cover for both the outgoing Nir Baton and also the potentially outgoing Christopher Julien. Also, at 32 years old, he's also going to be able to provide a leadership role in the team and also as a mentoring role to someone who I think is a future starting centre-back for Celtic and future captain of Celtic, Stephen Welsh. I think Stephen Welsh would gain invaluable experience from someone like Romain Saiss, sort of like how we brought Kolo Touré to the club under Brendan Rodgers. Now, yet again, he's going to cost us nothing. It's a free transfer. Sure, his wages might be a bit hefty at the moment, but in terms of a transfer fee, nothing. And it's a no-risk investment, If we do sign Cameron Carter-Vickers on a permanent deal, we're going to need another centre-back regardless. And Romain Saiss, I know Ange loves to go for, the players in the peak of their career around the 26 to 28 mark, or very young players who have the potential to turn into superstars. So that's why most of the players on this list, including Swift and Ortega's 23, Swift is 26. Saiss, he's a bit of an outlier being at 32 years old, but I think, money can't buy you experience like what he has. So I think 100% we bring him in. Now that's 5 players down, 19 million spent. £6 million available. And I think you can already tell I won't be spending that much next. I won't be spending £6 million on one player. Now, I know a lot of you want to see Ola Solbakken brought to the club, even if Jota is signed permanently. But apparently he has already agreed personal terms with Roma and a transfer to Roma, so he isn't the final player on this list, but it is a winger. Because I feel despite Celtic having Diaz and Maeda, hopefully Jota, Abada and Forrest available, I feel we need one more real quality winger to bolster our ranks. And no, I did not include Mikey Johnston. He can go on loan somewhere. Regardless, I think Celtic need one more quality winger, including Jota, who would be ideal to have. And who knows what's going on with Karamoko, but the man I am looking at is Levi Garcia, a Trinidad and Tobago international, currently at AEK Athens, and he is a extremely powerful winger. You know, he stands at 6 feet tall. He's absolutely shone this year at AEK, making 39 appearances in all competitions with 7 goals and 6 assists to his name. And they are decent numbers. They're not incredible, but they certainly are very decent numbers. But his footwork for being such a tall and built, I guess we could say he's a built winger, is impeccable. You know, he's a natural left footer. He can play on both wings. In terms of his crossing ability, which would certainly come into the play at Celtic, on his right foot, it's a bit weak. But on his left foot, it is wicked. You know, but the highlights, they lie in his footwork. As I said, his burst of acceleration as well. You know, like I said, he's a very powerful winger. When he, you know, off a slow walking pace or jog pace, he can, yeah, it's lights out and away we go. He will absolutely chase down any single through ball. You know, I think he would provide a lot of quality depth, especially with his versatility on both flanks. It would also provide a lot of competition, you know, as well. And I think he would make an instant impact at the squad and really shine in this team. Because I feel, you know, he has, you know, under Ange, like I said, I feel he will really flourish under Ange. He has the capability of cutting inside as well. And he is valued at £3.5 million. So that will take our total to £22.5 million out of £25 million. And yeah, that is an ideal transfer window for me for Celtic, you know. As a Celtic fan, there are so many other players we could, you know, target, you know, elsewhere in England, in Japan, in Australia. I'll probably tap into all those markets, South Korea even. I'll probably tap into all those markets in separate videos. But yeah, that is all from me. So if you guys did like this list, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also leave in the comments below any other players you'd like to see Celtic target this season or your ideal transfer list, because that is just my opinion. You know, 3 of the players I included are ones that, you know, are expected, I guess, to sign for Celtic, but there's also another 3 there, you know, in Garcia, Seiss, and Swift, who I think would be incredible signings for Celtic. But that's just my opinion. If you agree or disagree, leave it down below. But until next time, hail, hail.